Hello and welcome to a tutorial of Thronefall's new map, Freifort. This tutorial will cover the quests for A, B, C, and D, and can easily be used to complete E as well as F, just using some different challenges for multipliers. I'm using Arcane for range, Commander for damage, Power Tower for being able to focus defenses, Elite Towers for focusing damage and the boss. As I said, you can satisfy most quest criteria with this build as well, so even if they're not directly handled here, they can definitely be beaten using this strategy. So the first thing here is you want to build out that shrine and this tower next to the base. And then I like to build out that summoning circle for ogres just to get extra gold at the beginning. That's super important because any gold you can get early in the game is going to exponentially grow into other gold generating items early on, so very important. And then here, really all you're trying to do, because you're very weak because of the commander perk, you're just trying to aggro the ogres away from the tower and just drag them towards the shrine. So this is a very easy gimme level. Just the important thing is you're not trying to do any damage, you're just trying to pull the ogres. You'll notice I built the forge immediately. A huge thing for this mission is that you need to be doing as much damage as possible for the final boss, so you build that early and then do damage. I built that shipyard, and then I just built a bunch of houses. If they're up there on the hill, they won't get aggroed. And then again, I am going to get the summoning circle for ogres because pretty easy to finish off here so long as you just keep pulling away and just really be more risk averse than anything. You're, not necessarily trying to be as fast as possible, just so long as the ogres don't all attack at the same time, you should be good here. So again, I'm just pulling them away. I pull this last guy away really quick so that the ram will get destroyed. And then see, this is really nice because in that first level, the investments I made in defense actually are fully sufficient to defend me during the second level. So I spent nothing on this level except for on economic gains, which is going to be really big because down the road we'll have the entire base here built out. So again, now you can look at this next one. The shipyard here serves the benefit of it's going to give us a lot of gold in the late game, but also the benefit here is it's going to aggro those spiders. And spiders are so bad at attacking buildings that you can easily kill them with those two towers, filling up the shrine, and being really easy for you to defend. And then outside of that, you'll notice I've just, again, heavily going into macro here. So the economy early on is huge, building out houses and farms. Honestly, I actually made a mistake here. I should have built a mine in the top left, if I believe that's available at this point. And that might require the next town hall upgrade, I'm not sure. But anyway, as you can see here, I even died. Totally worked out fine. Just keep pulling them away. You're really not doing any damage. It's just trying to do a little bit to pull them away so they're not doing too much to the shipyard. So you'll see I get the upgrade here. I actually go for the economic one. I probably should have gone for armor, but either one, it's pretty irrelevant on this one. So I do go for the mine there. I should have built the other one in the top left. That would have been more advantageous, but it's fine. And then something I'll call out here is that you'll notice once I get to the mid game, even when I have the opportunity to fully upgrade a tower, I never do. I try to save that for the final boss so that I can again use that Elite Towers perk where everything gets plus 65% damage the turn that it's either built or the turn that it is upgraded. So in lieu of that, I instead spend a lot of my money getting units because they don't benefit from that. So it's still a way for you to invest your money in defense without wasting the benefit of the Elite Tower perk. So I do go with the Berserkers here. You'll notice all my choices, I only get 2 instead of 4 because of the Choice God challenge that's going on in this. But honestly, it's super doable. It really doesn't hold you back at all. And then, yeah, just building out my defenses here. I will apologize in advance. There's definitely a number of times that I did not write out a game plan. I was kind of shooting from the hip on this after I'd beaten it once or twice. So you will notice, again, I go as soon as possible. I upgrade the damage buff for range. So especially once that final boss comes in, you really want to kill it as fast as possible because it's constantly spawning. So you need to prioritize damage rather than any sort of defense, I would say. And then again, here, the only thing I'm doing, I don't do any damage, but I am pulling all those units towards the shrine so I can get it activated. And then see here, I don't even go over there because I am more effective at causing damage if I stay next to that upgraded tower to make it shoot faster because of the power tower upgrade. And then over here, just getting a little upgrade. I choose Scarecrow because again, when the boss comes through, this will, actually, sorry, not Scarecrow, the Wind Spirits, because that will block some of the ranged attacks as well as other enemies. So I do that here as well. I believe I attempt to fill that shrine and I fail at it this turn, but as I say in every other video, you can absolutely make mistakes and still win. I make tons of mistakes. This is not optimal, but still get it done. And also, I mentioned it earlier, so this does cover quests A, C, and D specifically. B is really easy to win, so this covers that as well, because you can absolutely win using this strategy. The only one that it wouldn't cover explicitly would be E, but again, you can use these strategies to beat it. And then to get to the high score of 20,000, which is challenge F, I would just add the Pacifist challenge, which I believe would give you roughly another 80% bonus on top of the 100% that we're getting from the number of mutators we have currently. So not to get ahead of things, but yeah, that was an easy mission. Just split out the units a little bit. I honestly don't even need to be getting that upgrade. I'm, again, kind of useless at doing damage with this current build. But yeah, from here, just building out our defenses a little bit more. It is helpful to keep that farm alive. So I built, a little bit more on the towers than maybe I needed to, but I just wanted to be extra sure. Also, I just have to say, for this game being made by a couple indie developers over the past year and a half, 2 years, absolutely bonkers. Just hats off to them. I know they just went live with this, so really impressive. I think it was just made by 2 guys in Germany or something, which is pretty crazy, but very inspiring. Yeah, you see I get killed here, no problem. I really don't, once again, do anything so much as I'm just trying to move next to a turret that's in a line of fire that would be most beneficial. And then I continue to go really heavy into macro. Getting your economy big is always huge in this game. And then even at this point, you can see that I've built out a lot of the towers here. Normally, I would definitely want to just have one of them be fully upgraded so I could stand next to that and it would get the benefit of power tower. But again, the reason I'm not doing that is intentional. It's so that I can save that for when the final boss comes in. And when I do eventually start upgrading those to the 3rd level, I tend to do it on towers that are not near where the boss will be because I just really want all of my focus in this run through to be focused on surviving that last wave because it's way harder than anything else in this map. It was pretty slow today. I apologize for this video being longer than it needed to be, but the damage is done. I had to find time in between work to make this, so yeah, but you can see here everything's already working really well. Really no problem here. I think we might end up losing that mine, but it's totally fine. At this point, our macro is really strong and we're definitely going to max everything out anyway, so it does not matter. Yeah, we lost the mine, but that's okay. Hey, while I'm on here, we've got plenty of time. Oh, this is the part where I messed up the camera. I was like, this is a recent patch update. I was like, what the hell is happening? Everyone should really watch Robert Eggers' The Witch. It is just a fantastic movie. I watched it for the 3rd time this weekend. It's excellent. great period piece. Not really a horror, even though it got marketed that way. Definitely horrifying, but it's more of a drama. And I'm not going to give anything else away other than that, but all right. Yeah, just move all of your units to the front here. I think most of them are pretty maxed out at this point. But this should be pretty easy to defend. I keep on going with the summoning circles just to get some extra gold because I'm greedy, but you do not need to do that. So if you're having a hard time defending, do not feel like you have to at all. Yep, and just upgrading these. One useful thing I will say that you can do with this build, even though you can't really do much damage, you can slow those big wheels down. So if you're having trouble with that, especially I think it's wave 3, that is something that is actually advantageous about the spear. It is going to slow them down, just so that your towers can do more damage. And then, yep, like I mentioned before, just make sure to fully upgrade all of your units before you go about upgrading the towers fully. Yeah, see, I literally just got that mine. I mean, that is probably 20 gold plus that I've lost out on at this point, so should have done that much sooner. But just goes to show, you can definitely do this better than I did, and you do not need to do this perfectly to succeed. Gosh, look at this guy. He is so organized. Everything's clearly intentional. He's definitely not just making these decisions as he goes. No, sir. I know it probably doesn't seem like it from my videos, but I do normally like to have some sort of outline, like even just the roughest outline in place of what to build and do. And I just, I didn't do it. Didn't even sort of do it this time. Okay. So 10 of 13. At this point, you're getting some of the dirigibles you have to fight. None of that should be a problem, though. And even these ogres, I mean, look at how slow they are with the tower next to them, or the farm, I should say, combined with the slow for my spear. So very doable. I think I even keep that farm. Yeah, I do. Nice, good job. And then, yeah, on this one, really just got to split your forces here. I will say on a previous run, I made a huge mistake of splitting my forces, and I think in reality you should probably go like 60 or 70% of your forces on this left side, and the reason for that is I don't know that it's that much more challenging to defend, but if you lose your research facilities, that can actually lose you a run. So it doesn't really matter if you lose the farm. It doesn't matter if they are making it up the side. You can have tons of defenses over there. What matters is if you don't get that damage upgrade at one of your research facilities. So make that the emphasis for sure. I mean, this is just sloppy. Sloppy video making. No wonder I'll never make a film. I can hardly make a YouTube video. And then, yeah, make sure to pull your units back just so they get the benefit of the towers that are behind them defending them. I don't think I've even built those yet. Look at how slow I'm doing this. This is crazy. This should be a world record. Look at this. Definitely go range on all of these. You want them to be hitting as much as possible. I say this in my other videos, but this is the benefit of Arcane Tower, is one thing you never want to do if you can avoid it is investing in defense that is just sitting there idle. So even if it's suboptimal in some ways to get the range tower, always get it, because it is going to allow this tower to at once, or in one scenario be doing nothing, in this scenario it is actually contributing. So cannot recommend that enough. And see, look, I was able to at least slow those a little bit. I don't think those wheels would have gotten to me anyway, but And then also we gained a lot of benefit from that farm blocking a lot of those ranged shots if you look at that. So very advantageous, especially on a level like this where you're really not constrained in terms of your economics or resources. Don't be afraid to have your farms instead be more defense oriented rather than just being something for resources. And then here, yeah, just splitting them a little bit. Berserkers are best against siege items or siege enemies, and there are a couple of each in all 3 waves, so I like to divvy them up a little bit, but it probably isn't necessary at this point. I do believe this is the second to last wave, though, I want to say. So I think I got a little nervous. I didn't want to lose. I'd already been recording at this point. And see, that one I fully upgrade just on the off chance, but even these middle ones, see, none of these are fully upgraded because I still want to save that extra 65% damage for the boss. And I do actually take some damage because of that. I mean, if you look at this, just my base is not fully upgraded. So this level ends up being a lot tougher than it needs to be, but it's still very trivial, to be honest. And then I just stay next to this guy because he is fully upgraded. See, really strong upgrades on these towers. All right, and now we are on the final wave preparing. I mean, we are up to 282 gold, so that's pretty crazy. One thing I should have been doing more of in this game was upgrading my shrine, just so that I could have at this point gotten the 3rd tier of shrines having crazy high distance to be able to shoot. That would have been, I don't even know if it really would have made much of a difference, but it's still something. But yeah, at this point, just going through upgrading all of these ballista towers. Again, they have the highest range possible. I just want as many things shooting at this final boss as possible. And yeah, it looks like pretty much everything is upgraded all the way. I mean, I'm rich. Look at that, still have 130. God. I should just play like Bank Simulator. I don't even know why I play video games. All I care about is just getting the economy going. I really am my father in that way. Yeah, there's no summoning circles left to do. Anything that could hit has been upgraded. I mean, if it makes it to that tower, I've lost. But, you know, smoke them if you got them. All right, things are looking good. Guy, you can go already if you wanna. I'm really taking my sweet time on this. Nope, still done. Yep. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, good call. Smart. All right, and then at this point, the only thing I'd mention is I feel like your melee warriors, your spearmen and berserkers are just toast no matter what. So it's fine if they're in front. I did try to lock my archers in on either side though, so at least they wouldn't get steamrolled over. I'm not exactly sure how the damage works with this boss, but I mean, look, those units get like chewed through pretty quick. I stick next to the ballista here. I think that does the most damage. I haven't really looked that hard, but see, we are getting the benefit though of the shrine there continues to hit because of the temple upgrade we got for it just now. But I mean, look at how much damage we're doing this thing. And this is again with the turtle god challenge. So I think everything has like 60% bonus health or maybe more even. And we're still chewing through it. And that's really all because of the elite towers upgrade. I mean, everything is doing 65% bonus damage. That's huge. I get killed here. And it doesn't matter because I don't matter. You know what matters? Towers, thrones, units. All right, that was Freifort. Glad I could help. If you leave any or if you have any questions, you know what to do. Who cares? You don't care. You get it. All right, bye.